Before the weekend, God for me was very much about rules. I was trying to be a good girl all the time. That's why I needed to have control. I needed to be in control so that I could do the right thing, so I could make Him happy. I was very much, I'm a people pleaser by nature, and I was people pleasing God as best as I could. I just needed to make Him happy. So it was all about, what was I doing? Were we doing family devotions? Was I doing a quiet time? Was I serving at church in the right way? Was I doing all of these things on this checklist, thinking that the checklist would make God happy?
I went into the walk to Emmaus with not a lot of expectations, but what I got from it was profound, and it is still affecting me even today.
I was raised Catholic, and so we were told what to pray for what. We had a little book of prayers that told us exactly what prayers. If you lost something, there was a prayer for that. If you had somebody sick, there was a prayer for that. If you were praying for a dog, there was a prayer for that. There's a prayer for everything, and it was in a nice little prayer book, and it was all summed up and handed to me with a pretty little bow. And
one of the main differences that I experienced after going through my Tres Dias weekend was the freedom that I gained to be me, just to be who God created me to be, and not to try to put on a mask and pretend to be who I thought I needed to be, or to put on a front to try to please people or meet expectations. I was able to actually be the person that He created me to be, with the personality that He created me with, and it was okay.
My mom died, and when my mom died, we had a Catholic funeral. Before her funeral, when we were talking to the priest, he asked me if I'd been praying for her, and he told me that because she hadn't had her last rites, that I would have to pray for her because she would be in purgatory, because she hadn't had her last sacrament in time. And I walked away from religion that day. The moment he told me that, I shut down, and I never went back to religion again, I guess.
As I look back on it now, God was working on me, and He was trying to talk to me and trying to tell me certain things, and I didn't pick up on it. I didn't realize what it was. And as a result of that, I am now, the effort to try to have a better relationship with God through Jesus has not only, it's affected every aspect of my life.
And so where before Emmaus, I was very much in need of control and needing to know exactly what was going to happen in my life at exactly every moment. Post-Emmaus me, fourth day me, has been much better at trusting God, to know that His plan is better than my plan, a lot better than my plan, and it's given me a lot of freedom to be able to walk in that. It's given me the ability to say, I don't know necessarily what next year is going to look like at school, but I'm okay. I'll be fine. And whatever His plan is, it's going to be better than what my plan is. It's taken a lot of the anxiety out of my life, a lot of the need for control, and has given me this beautiful freedom. And I feel like the last 5 years have been God kind of teaching me to live in that grace that I learned about at Emmaus, and learning what that feels like. And going forward now, I feel like I'm spending a lot more time trying to figure out how to extend that grace to others.
Really, the only reason I started going back to church is a friend of mine would not stop asking me to come. And finally I ran out of excuses. And Bobby and I had talked about it, and we wanted our kids to have faith, because we had faith, but we didn't have religion, and neither one of us had ever known a relationship with God. Same friends kept telling me that I deserved to go to a little place called the Walk to Emmaus, and I kept thinking, I might deserve to go, but I can't go. I have this, I have this, I have this. I have to worry about all these things that are more important, and didn't realize that it would be more important, and that it would become eventually the most important thing in my life, and eventually became my eternity. Had I not gone on that weekend, and probably not gone at that point in my life, I don't think that I would have realized a lot of things that I realized, and let go of a lot of things that I got to let go of that weekend. Clearly I have not let go of everything, but still working on that. But that weekend I let go of a lot of things, and I realized that for the first time in my life, I think that I was enough.